I have a grandson who's now 10 months, and because my daughter at present and for the last 2 months has lived just across the green, which is only 50 yards away, I go and see him have his bath every night, and I'm there for an hour, and I observe each day what is happening. It's unbelievable what amount he's learning. Every day he learns something new. Every day he experiences something new. Every day he understands his mother. He understands the human relationship too. But if he went on learning at that rate until he was 40 or 50, he'd outstrip anybody in the world. That is, human beings ordinarily, we give up learning, we kind of make up our minds about something and accept it. But Leonardo was a kind of, kept that childish or childlike curiosity and wish to understand things. This is what makes him such a unique and marvellous person. He was interested in perspective, in anatomy, in the rock formations. In fact, he had this unbelievable, endless curiosity about life. And this made him partly a kind of scientist as well as an artist. And his anatomical drawings are a mixture of research and analysis and learning about life, but also expressing, by drawing, the actual feelings that he had about it too. You see, at that stage, people hadn't studied anatomy. They didn't know from looking at the outside what was inside. In the drawing of the legs are really tense and taut and full of life, full of energy, full of elastic, springy life. I find the same life and elegance and tension that there is in anatomical drawings of arms. Other people just drawing from an anatomist point of view might have just altered those proportions or not been conscious of them. But he's an artist in whatever he does. That is, he appreciates the relationship of forms to each other and the design that they make. I'm sure that Leonardo has elongated and exaggerated a little bit because of his feelings, which is what the difference between a photograph and a drawing is, that the photograph is mechanically produced and no emotion comes into it, whereas in a drawing you can't help emphasizing things that mean more to you than other things. That is, it gets the distortion of going through a human mind. And this is the difference between a work of art and a copy of nature. And what he can do, which a person only doing diagrams would not do, he can give distance inwards and backwards. I mean, you know what things are in front of other things, what is nearer to you than other parts that are further away. This, a person only able to draw diagrams, there'd be no, well, what Leonardo himself said, there'd be no perspective in it. There'd be no distances coming forward and backwards. Now, for me too, it is the wonderful, marvellous draftsmanship quality of drawing. And there are the drawings of the heart and the workings of the heart, in which he finds a simile between the heart and a cathedral, like the interior with arches in it. It's just that every drawing has some remarkable implication in my mind, other than just the scientific side of it. All the works, all the intestines, and isn't it a drawing of sexual intercourse, showing the connection between man and woman? But seen as it's got a kind of fantasy of like a fancy dress ball. Again, this shows the kind of mind of Leonardo, full of poetry as well as reality. For me, one of the most moving and powerful of the anatomical drawings is the one of the lower part of a woman's body, the genitalia of a woman. It's evidently drawn from life or from the dead body of an old woman, and it has such a tenderness, such a sense of flesh. It's both powerful and has a pathos. For me, it almost makes me cry. And yet you can see on the same page, his fantasy had led him to draw like the petals of a flower, like these. So I think undoubtedly he connected one thing with another. This is what the human mind can do. And there are the drawings of the human skull. When I look at it, it reminds me of what I've been obsessed by in certain sculptures, a form inside another form, enclosed within a form. For years I made drawings of bones, and not so much from Leonardo's point of view. I studied them for what they can tell you about form structure. But even Leonardo said that an artist should be able to find on the lichen marks or lichen marks on a wall an idea or a landscape. So I'm sure that with such a rich stock mind that Leonardo had, that he couldn't help these comparisons and connections with the whole of life. The child in the womb, like a nut inside the shell, like a walnut holding the inner form. This again is unbelievable at that time, that someone should have explored and have followed the growth from the sperm through to the child. The artist is often more a person who wants to express emotions that he feels about life so that other people can share them. Leonardo had that same human desire and understanding of our situation in the world, of our makeup, of our emotional, our sentiments, all this, which is really what life is based on.